Hello, this is Andrew with FADOX Public Adjusters here at the Wheeland Hail and Wind Claim. I came back to the property to get further documentation of the damages being claimed by the insured. Now, I want to get very close up to these damages. These are the ceilings in the living room, which have been covered already. And you can see that this damage is pretty extensive about the ceiling. It leaks all the way down to the ceiling molding right here. All right, we can see that. So this molding objectively has damage behind it, and it's very reasonable to conclude that it's actually leaking down the wall as well from the inside. I'll just get close-up views of this here. All right, see it going down to the crown molding. Some more damage, a little bit closer up. Again, this damage has already been covered by the insurer. All right. Again, Biotech, the unbiased third-party expert, came out here, made an assessment, and stated that this ceiling damage, there's damage to the interior from the roof to the ceiling, walls, carpet, subfloor, and even the basement, which I never figured to look in. Now, I wanted to pay special attention to this right here. You can see that this wall, Mr. Flynn, can you hold this light for me right there?
The sideways you're going to see better.
Yeah, absolutely. You see how that wood paneling is starting to bubble and cup there, and it actually gives a little bit, indicative of water damage coming from the same cause of loss as that covered ceiling, right? Which is what the insured has been claiming from the very beginning. You can verify with the estimate that was sent upon FADOX's involvement. Objectively, I would say that this wall, this paneling, is damaged from water damage. You see that trail of water coming all the way down the wall there, right? Just wanted to get this close up again as to provide more context, overwhelming, compelling evidence for the insured to make the right coverage decision here. Come down, I believe in the pictures provided by Biotech, there's some images of water damage to the floor molding as well, but we can verify with the inspection photos that have already been sent out, as a matter of fact. Here we get, again, we've got wall damage coming from the ceiling, and it looks like that exposed rafter up there is actually separating from the ceiling as well. Another thing that was documented in the original estimate and has not yet been addressed by the carrier, right? All coming down this wall right here. That wall has not yet been covered. And if you ask me, you ask anybody, those damages look identical. Same age, coming from the same cause of loss. Okay? I'd say that's pretty straightforward. Ceiling damage that has been covered. Now this right here is the entryway into the kitchen. This kitchen ceiling's been covered as well. We had a water stain right here. Okay, another one right over here. And closer up on this wall, I'm going to zoom in so you can see it. Water line coming down from the ceiling. Water spots. Here's some more water spots. There we go. Proof positive of water damage from the same cause of loss that has been covered. Here's some more ceiling damage. Again, just want to pay special attention. You can see that that water is running behind the crown molding, behind the wall. So if we're looking at, I'll peel this carpet back, and just to verify, Mr. Whelan, this is a temporary carpet you guys put up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Notice that there was damage to the subfloor. It was leaking down from this area here, as we saw these water droplets here. Now this has been painted over, repaired, right? And then, of course, this repair was done after we went up to the roof and tried to mitigate damages. It would make no sense to just paint over something without, preventing the cause of loss or mitigating the cause of loss at the source. Anyways, so it went down to the subfloor and was leaking into the house, which is why the insured filed a claim in the beginning, in the first place, right? Now, after 2 years of going back and forth with the carrier, we finally got the adequate coverage for the source, the roof, 9 estimates, over 10 adjusters, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And the carrier finally did right by the insured. For now, I guess, you know, up until this point. But we can see that subfloor is objectively damaged, and again, this is a temporary carpet that they put in place in the meantime. So the adequate coverage was granted. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
We'll go into the kitchen here. Looks like some keels have been used. Okay. We also had coverage for this cabinet, and the cabinets were taken out of the estimate for whatever reason. You know, there was 9 of them, so things get lost in translation, so to speak. Not necessarily saying that was done out of malice or on purpose, but now fortunately we do have coverage for the cabinets. Cabinets only, remove and reset, and I'll have to go through that coverage because I don't think it was really written adequately yet in the estimate to account for, you know, like, kind of quality, pair or set, replacing everything as it should be, and masking everything adequately, you know, the proper way to actually remediate the cabinet damage. But just wanted to touch that briefly. This ceiling has been covered too. Has this crown molding been covered? I'm gonna have to verify that. Water damage there to the molding. Water damage here to the molding. Again, this ceiling damage is going behind that molding. If you can hold this light for me again, Mr. Whelan. You'll notice here that wood paneling is, what would you call that? Laminate or delaminating?
Delaminating.
Yeah, right there.
That's where it used to drip water too, where they put pans on the floor.
Mm-hmm. And you'll see right here, water dripping, water drips, water drips. Now again, this ceiling has been covered. That same cause of loss also damaged this wood paneling, that molding, even this door framing right here. And you'll see these water droplets are drip, drip, dripping on down to the subfloor here, all right? Again, we have yet to receive coverage for the subfloor or any of the walls in this room, or in the house for that matter. But that, to me, well, I think anybody who's looking at it objectively could not deny that claim. All right, so what we're gonna do, I brought my endoscope today. We're gonna take a look in here. The inspector from Biotech removed this and found that there is actually water inside the wall. So we're gonna take our endoscope and get a much closer look at that. But it looks as if though water damage, as the insured has been claiming, is inside the walls. Stands to reason that if the insurer cannot see, well, I hope after today they can see that the walls have been objectively damaged by water, it has gone inside the wall as well, which validates the insured's claim that the subfloor damage is a result of water from the ceiling, which has been covered. So thank you. I'll get some photos and videos of that, and we'll send it on off to you.